What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? How are you guys doing? Today in this video, I want to talk about 10 pro triathlon channels that you might not be aware of. I'm going to make a big assumption and just assume that you're probably aware of some of the major pro triathlon channels, and those are channels like Global Triathlon Network. Lionel Sanders has a channel. He has a channel that Talbot Cox helps him with. There's another channel, Lucy Charles. She's a big pro triathlete, like typically like second in the world. She has a fantastic channel. Eric Lagerstrom has had a channel for a long time, but I'm gonna assume that you're aware of all of those channels, and I wanna try to kind of discover and look for channels that you just might not be as aware of. And if you are aware of other channels that aren't on this list, by all means, drop below in the comment section, hit me up, let me know. I love kind of discovering this stuff. I love discovering new channels to check out and follow. And let's go ahead and just dig right into it. The first channel that I think that you should check out is from Heather Jackson. She's the American record holder for the Ironman distance. She tends to do a lot of very fantastic races. She races Kona just about every single year. She also tends to race Arizona. She's a very, very strong athlete. And I was super excited to see her kind of start a channel. She does tend to do a lot of stuff with Eric Lagerstrom, but it seems like they're kind of quarantine training buddies, and you do kind of see some cross-pollination between those two channels. And from what I can tell, Heather's husband or partner, Sean Waddy, is doing a lot of the filming and a lot of the editing, and it really is turning out fantastic. I'm really excited about this channel, and I really hope that they continue to post more videos there. Okay, next channel that I hope that you guys will check out is from pro triathlete Cody Beals. Cody is a Canadian pro triathlete, and he's, probably one of the best Canadian triathletes. It's just hard to say, right? Because there's a lot of really strong Canadian triathletes. But Cody, I think he's like a 3-time Ironman champion. He is definitely one of those people that I could see potentially in his future, like sneaking in, getting podium spots at Kona or someplace like that. Amazing athlete. And, he started posting some YouTube videos recently, I think with help from his partner or something like that, but the quality is amazing. The video that I think that you should check out is his parody of influencers, and it's just really well done, just funny all the way through, and it's a bit of a rant / parody, but it's fantastic. And he also has other videos on his channel, not a ton yet. I think there's only a couple videos on his channel, and I hope that he posts more, but he talks about, some really long bike workouts and just his own personal setup in his own house. And right now he's kind of getting through that hard winter of Canada, and hopefully we'll start to see more and more footage from him going forward, because I know he doesn't want to do things like other channels and things like that, but I do think that he should continue to kind of post videos and explore YouTube as, an additional financial resource, an additional creative outlet, and an additional spot where he can kind of connect with his fans. Great channel, check it out.
Hi, I'm Cody Beals, 3-time Ironman champion, and today I'm talking to you about a revolution in home fitness technology. I don't think that was convincing enough. Hold on.
Next on my list is Adam Hansen. A lot of you guys probably know him from his cycling career. I think he rode for HTC and Lotto Soudal, and I'm not exactly sure where else he rode. I'm sure that you guys will correct me in the comments, but Adam has actually switched over, and he's racing triathlon now, and he's got some really interesting ideas, both on like shoe pod technology, like measuring how your foot is reacting to the ground, and basically pronation and different things with your foot. He's got some hardware for that, his own proprietary hardware that is really cool. I think he's selling it as well. Also, he's doing his own custom triathlon bike. He's in the process of building that. He said that's gonna take a while, but that is super interesting as well. So he has a YouTube channel. I don't think that it's a high priority for him to post stuff there, but I reached out to him, and he did say that he would be posting more content, as time became available. I think he's on a training camp now. So that would be a channel that would definitely be worth following. Very cool stuff going on over there. Next channel that I have for you is from Justin Metzler, and Justin has been working really hard on his YouTube channel recently, and I think it's doing fantastic. He's posting really regularly there. He's posting a lot of content that's educational, that should be really helpful for all of us that want to learn more about the sport. And I know that he's getting help from Kenny Withrow, I think at least a little, so you do have that really kind of polished production value, good editing, and just really, really well done channel. Kenny is a videographer who is also helping Sam Long, but we'll talk about his channel in just a little bit as well. Now, Justin's channel, you know, I think it's fairly new and it seems to be doing really well. He's also married to a triathlete, and so you've got a really cool dynamic of basically being able to follow both of them. But Justin, I think, does the majority of the work. But super cool channel. Justin's a great athlete, definitely worth checking out. And then the next channel that we should probably just go ahead and talk about is that channel from Sam Long. Sam has just been doing a tremendous job with his channel, and I really feel like he's kind of stormed onto the scene recently, and maybe some of that is from the popularity of his YouTube channel, but he's been posting really regularly, you know, once a week at least, and he's posted some really cool content as well. One of the videos he did recently, he just kind of like cruised out for a long run, did a marathon, did it in 2:38, also had Kenny Withrow like help him film a lot of this stuff, and you know, he filmed this particular part where he actually runs this marathon on a training day. And you know, he clearly could have gone faster. You know, I know his PR is probably like low 2:30, but clearly he could probably go into the 2:20s or even lower. I mean, he's a very, very strong runner, which is fantastic, but he's probably even a better cyclist. I think one of the spots where people really kind of connected his name with, you know, the sport is when he was pounding on that Mount Lemmon in Tucson, the KOM there. He was going back and forth with Lionel Sanders on the KOM, but in an Ironman, I think he's one of the youngest Americans to ever break 8 hours. So he's a very, very strong athlete. Again, he's one of those guys that needs to work on the swim a little bit, but he's doing that. He's working really hard on it, and he's doing really well. He ran a very good race. He ran, you know, pretty much through most of the field at Challenge Daytona, and I think he was, you know, in the top, I don't remember exactly what place he was, top 5, top 10 for sure. Anyway, he's an excellent athlete, great channel. I hope you check it out because I really think that you'll enjoy it. Number 6 on my list is Ben and Courtney Kanute. Now, Ben and Courtney are cool because they're actually managing this YouTube channel as a couple. Now, Courtney is actually providing us with a fair amount of like yoga content, which is actually pretty cool. Something that I personally really need to work on. And you know, if you don't know Ben is arguably, you know, one of the top American triathletes, you know, over the past, I don't know, 5 to 8 years or so. He was an Olympian, and he recently finished 3rd at that Challenge Miami race. So very, very good athlete, great runner. And then I wanna say 2 years ago, it might've been, I'm not exactly sure which year it was, he finished 2nd, really led the whole race or a lot of the race, and then finished 2nd at the Ironman, Half Ironman World Championships that was in Chattanooga. That might have been 2018, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, drop in the comments and let me know what the right date was for that particular race. But Ben and Courtney, they have a new channel, and it's definitely worth following along if you wanna see him do his workouts and Courtney do some really cool yoga stuff. Now, next on my list, I have Klau. And Ari actually has been posting to YouTube for a while, but I just recently found his channel, and he's, you know, an athlete that's really just kind of recently stepped into triathlon. He comes from a collegiate running background. Ari ran for UVA, and he was a miler, so he's super fast. He was actually a very solid collegiate runner. And when you see the workouts, you'll see the running stuff, and it's just like, it's nice because it's like you're seeing collegiate running level, you know, track workouts, and it's very comfortable for those guys to kind of, you know, hold sub 5 minutes for mile repeats. And when you flip the switch and you switch it over to a lot of the triathlon channels that we're used to watching, you know, you just don't see the same level of running. That being said, obviously Ari needs to work on swimming and biking, and he's doing that, and he's doing some fantastic workouts on that front as well. So I'm super excited to watch him, watch his progression, see how he does, on the triathlon side of stuff, and I think that you're gonna find his channel fantastic as well, so check it out. Now, next on my list is Matt Hansen. Matt is a super interesting professional triathlete, obviously, one of the best American Ironman triathletes that we have, but he's interesting. He actually was a professor, I think at like Iowa University or somewhere like that, but he actually stepped away from that job to, continue working on this pro triathlon career. And he has this series on his channel that he just calls, Ask the Prof, which is kind of a little bit of a play on words because usually it's, you would think it's Ask the Pro triathletes, and this is the professor. So a cool little play on words there, and he basically kind of gives you, detailed scientific answers to really a lot of the questions that triathletes face. So it might be like nutrition or training or, specific products that he kind of puts through their paces before, he endorses them or does not endorse them. A really cool channel. And I still think it's kind of in the works. I still think that it's kind of something that he's, kind of pursuing on the side. And I think that it can be a lot better, and I expect that it will. So I think that it's one of those ones like subscribe now. It's definitely one that you'll be happy that you checked out. And I expect it to see a big, big improvement going forward. And, Matt's super fun to watch. He's one of the fastest runners in triathlon. He's good at everything, but he really, when it comes to running, he has had the fastest run split. I think it was for the Challenge Daytona race, and then again for the Challenge Miami race. But he's always been, one of the top runners in our sports. He, I think, won Ironman Texas a couple years back. And so, he's one of the names that you would think as one of the top Americans for like Kona or any race that he enters. He's very, very strong athlete. Check out his channel. Let me know what you guys think. Next on my list is Josh Amberger's channel. And Josh is really one of the top swimmers in our sports. And more importantly than the fact that he's a good athlete is the fact that he is absolutely hysterical to watch.
Oh yeah, new bike day, Specialized. Found myself one of these lovely Swerks. Sensational machine. I reckon if Monica Bellucci were a push...
Sorry, can we stop you there? Isn't it S-Works?
S-Works, huh? Nah, Swerks, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's S-Works.
What's the S stand for? Yeah, whatever. Something like, it's sick and it works? It's gotta be.
You're gonna wanna do yourself a favor and also check out his race reports. He usually posts them on Instagram or someplace like that. I'll leave a link to his channel and his Instagram account in the description of this video. But his stuff is hilarious. What's cool is that he's posting occasionally on YouTube. So he has a YouTube channel. The videos that he does post are phenomenal. He gets some help from I don't know who, but they are really well edited, really well produced, and they still show his, personality, his sense of humor within the videos. And so you need to follow Josh. He's really fun to watch, and he's really fun to kind of cheer for. And then when you see him in races, he'll pretty much be the guy out front, of the swim. So he typically will get out very early in the water and then have plenty of space before, a group will catch him or at least collect him on the bike. And then he's strong on the bike in the run as well. So he's a serious Kona contender, for, one of those podium spots as well. So check out his YouTube channel, subscribe there for sure. But also check out that Instagram channel where he'll post some hilarious recaps of his races as well. Last on my list is Scott Bayvel. I've actually mentioned him on this channel before, but he's an Australian pro triathlete. He's fairly new to pro triathlon. I think maybe this is his second or third year as a pro, but Scott is actually doing extremely well kind of on the pro circuit. It seems like each race he does, he seems to do extremely well. So Scott's super fast, and he'll give you a ton of insight into, his training, as well as nutrition, as well as his life. I mean, he's a great guy. He posts tons of stuff, and it's just an open book with him. I think you'll really enjoy his channel. He also coaches, so that might be something that you guys are super interested in checking out as well. But go check it out and let me know what you guys think. So that is 10 pro triathlete channels that you guys might not know about. Now, if that is not enough, I'll give you guys 2 bonus channels. First one is Harry Palmer. I've talked about him as well on this channel before, and he is a pro triathlete that lost his pro license, and he's actually working hard to gain his pro triathlete license back again. He posts a lot right now. He's been posting really frequently, and I actually love Harry's content. I've actually followed his channel for a really long time. He'll sometimes collaborate with another guy, Chris, who does a lot of the cinematography side of things, and they post really nice stuff. Second bonus channel that I have for you is Will Cowen. Will is a new channel that I've just recently subscribed and started watching. Will is also hilarious and fun to watch, and he's actually a very talented athlete. Will's starting to do some really cool kind of cinematography shots, really nice drone footage. I'm really enjoying his channel right now, as well as just some like artistic and cool ways to make videos. He recently just made this video where he talks about like what you need to do to be a pro triathlete, kind of like what that process entails. And he just did it with kind of like some stop motion stuff, and I just thought it was an excellent video. Definitely an artistic way to just kind of tackle this educational subject matter. So hopefully those are some fun channels for you guys to check out. Hopefully I kind of gave you some that you didn't know about. If not, that's cool. Let me know, help me discover more. Drop below in the comment section of this video. Like I said before, let me know what you guys like to watch. Let me know what channels that you guys think that I might not be aware of. I love discovering all of these new channels and just kind of seeing what people really find interesting on YouTube and on different platforms like this. Now, I do have some other videos where I've talked about YouTube videos before. I'll leave a link to one, over here somewhere where I talked about, other YouTube creators as well as just kind of YouTube topics. And then another video where I just kind of talked about my beard and whether or not it's actually slower in the water. Very scientific video. Most importantly, get out there and swim, bike, run, rinse, and repeat. And we will see you guys on the next video.